So it is almost 2 weeks since I ran the Loch Ness Marathon, and I thought you guys needed to know how I've been getting on, how have I been recovering, and what is coming up, because it's something closer than you think. Welcome to PKS Runs. So, welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Paul, and I am a 2:45 marathoner. And my goodness, doesn't it feel good to say that? It really does. I have been chasing down this goal of securing a good for age qualifying place, and I have the time. The application has gone in for the London Marathon next year for a good for age. I now sit and wait. But let's talk about Loch Ness. Now, a couple of provisos if this is your first time on the channel. Sometimes I record these videos from behind my desk, and sometimes I record them on the run. When I'm out on my runs, where possible, I like to try and do it all in one take, because it means that I don't need to do any editing, which saves me plenty of time. So what I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about how I've been getting on over the last couple of weeks in terms of post-marathon recovery and what is coming up in the very near future. So obviously, I ran 2:45, don't know if I've mentioned that, at the Loch Ness Marathon. Absolutely blew myself away. The target had been 2:55, that's what I've been training for over the couple of weeks before the race. Honestly, I had a huge confidence boost. I really started to believe that I was capable of something a lot better than that. But at the end of the day, the proof is always in the pudding. And I did it. Tough course, absolutely brutal course, very hilly, lots of downhills, lots of uphills. I got out for the recovery run, as you would have seen at the end of the last video, and took the Monday off. And we'll start there, start on the Monday, because when I ran the Manchester Marathon last year in 2:59, that was my first marathon and my personal best. It's always easy to get a personal best on your first marathon. Thank you. When I came home from that marathon, I was in bits. I couldn't really walk the next day. It took me an entire week to really just get myself mobile again, properly. I did some short recovery jogs, but it's hard to say, really. The experience this time has been so different. On Monday, I came home, flew back from Scotland, walked home from the station, went out. I had a sports massage just to kind of deal with any kind of issues that might be there. But in honesty, I felt great. I really couldn't say how different I feel. And considering the pounding that my muscles took, particularly on those downhills, the quads, that sort of, you know, they act as the body's kind of shock absorber, really took a hammering. And they all felt fine. So I got out and did my first few slow miles on the Tuesday, and have kind of carried on ever since. I've not been going hard, I've been going slowly. Not quite true. Yesterday, I actually did go a little bit hard. I decided to push it in the heart rate zone of about 150 to 160, and actually got some really decent pace up, which I was thrilled about. The difficult thing with all of this is I am very much a run by feel kind of guy. I didn't really follow a training plan. I'm going to come on to that on another video. I've got a whole load of videos that I want to record. But I've sort of basically followed some basic principles, which again I will tell you about at some point. And, oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a vest and I've got gloves on, the weather's turning. So I've got a beanie on, I've got gloves on, but I've got my vest. In principle, I've still got a little bit of a suntan, and I still feel like these arms and shoulders are worth showing off. So there it is. It's vanity, but my fingers do get cold, so I've got my gloves on. Anyway, so lots of people have been you know, saying to me, oh, you know, make sure you rest, make sure you rest. And yeah, I've been resting. I've prioritized recovery over the last couple of weeks. I've been eating really well. Actually ate tons after the marathon. The next couple of days really just almost felt like I couldn't eat enough. Just needed to refuel my body. I have just, on each day, just see how I felt and run appropriately. I've cut the mileage back considerably. I think last week, can't have done more than 30 miles. This week, I'm at about 25, 26 at the moment. So, lighter than I would be. But these next few months are all about building base so that I can be ready for a proper training block for London. So, I feel so good. And honestly, that really is a testament to the level of fitness I'm at, which evidently is a lot further forward than I thought I was, if I'm honest. I'm sorry I say if I'm honest a lot, but I do want to be honest. I don't want to lie, but I probably don't need to. Let's just assume that I'm going to be honest. I'll assume that I'm not going to lie to you. So, I want to keep this video relatively short. So, what is coming up? Well, on Sunday, I am running the Bournemouth Half Marathon, and I am not going to be going full steam ahead, because on Sunday, I've got a very important job, and that is to get my really good friend Bun around the course in 2 hours and 10 minutes. He ran his first half marathon about 4 weeks ago, and he came in around 2 hours 22 minutes solo on a small kind of backyard half marathon in Boston, Massachusetts. And from looking at the data, it was tough. From looking at the elevation, there was a big hill in there. So he wants to get that time down. Now, it's part of a bigger plan, because the week after, we're in Rome doing a half marathon. And the goal has always been that we are going to try and get him in for 2 hours. So, look, I haven't run with Bun since March, since the day I actually buggered my foot. So I don't know what strength he's in, what form he's in, other than what he's told me. He's a fit guy, he trains hard in the gym, he's strong, so I think he's got it. My job on Sunday is to keep him on pace, make sure that we get across the line at 10 minutes past 2 hours. And I'm looking forward to it. It's a funny one though, because ordinarily, if I was going to be going for a race, I'd be thinking fueling, I'd be thinking hydration, and if I'm honest, it's going to be a walk in the park. It might quite literally be a walk in the park. So I am really looking forward to it. I love Bournemouth. I think it's a beautiful place. Really looking forward to hanging out with Bun. Honestly, not sure what shoes I'm going to wear. Haven't really thought about it. Not going to be any of the carbons, because it's just a waste of miles really running slowly in them. So there's a lot up for grabs. I am really excited about this next few months, building base, building that aerobic function, that aerobic system, so that I can go faster and faster. Well, the goal really is, and I'm just going to turn around here. I don't like to turn around and go straight back. I like to do some sort of loop. It feels more complete, but that's all right. It is what it is. The goal really is I want to go sub 240. That's got to be the goal next year. Whether that is achievable by London, I don't know. But if you don't ask, you don't receive. And if you don't work hard for it, it won't happen. So I am gonna give it everything. That'll be sacrifices, that'll be hard sessions in the gym to build strength. It's gonna be continuing to work on up here, strength. It's gonna be continuing to work on my weight and my fueling. And I'm excited. I am really excited. So, look, a bit of a rambling video. The die-hard fans will see it through. If you do, let me know what you are training for. I know I always ask this, and I always ask people when they comment, what are you training for? I genuinely want to know. I really love helping runners, and actually, one of the things with taking Bun is I will have as much satisfaction as seeing Bun finish that race on Sunday as I will from finishing my own race. So I can't wait to share the journey with me. I'll be taking the GoPro, I'll be filming it, mass participation event. It's going to be huge in comparison to Loch Ness, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to sign off here. Please do like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any videos, and I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching.